Yo, what be the drip, YouTube? It's your boy Zack and Backpack, and we back to react to these tracks, bro. Now today we got a few videos that are not tracks, or I think just one. But right now we got the Marvels trailer breakdown, Easter eggs and details you missed with Eric Voss and Jessica Clemens. My peeps, we better get into the Marvels trailer breakdown. We did watch the trailer. Now we're gonna watch the breakdown, and Backpack is here with me. Say what's up. He said what's up. So yeah, if y'all enjoy Backpack, let me know. He's kind of been getting like a fan base, kind of, you know. I feel like there's at least two people I know that respect him. How does it make you feel that you hate B Wells but B Wells respects you? I can't copy those same words. Or I'll get demonetized. Like I'm making any money anyway. Yeah, I know I'm broke. Shut the fuck up. Now, we're about to get into this. And I didn't take out on all my Marvel stuff for this, but I do have my Deadpool shit on. So let's get it.
Welcome back to New Rockstars. I'm Eric Voss. I'm here with Jessica Clemens, and this is a breakdown of the trailer for The Marvels, the Captain Marvel sequel team-up film coming this November. Jess, what an awesome trailer this was.
I'm obsessed with this trailer. Also, I am a huge Beastie Boys fan, so I was so excited. Do you know how hard it is to use the rights of Beastie Boys songs? You can only use Sabotage and only so many times. So I'm so happy they got Intergalactic. It's so good. I love every part of this trailer.
So we're gonna break down all the Easter eggs.
That's funny because the Beastie Boys, they had the song in the background. That's fire. Alright, Jessica.
The details you missed in this trailer, the timeline of all these characters, everything you need to know from Ms. Marvel, from WandaVision, from all of it. We got you covered. Let's get started.
Captain Rambo? What the hell are you doing?
Okay.
Captain Rambo?
Wait, hold on, I gotta read that.
Let's get started.
Captain Rambo?
Saber Space Station. I don't know what Saber stands for. But it's 1532 Earth Eastern Standard Time. So 1532, if 1 is 13, then that would be 3:32 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Well, it doesn't say p.m. or a.m., but 15 is p.m. because it's after 1. So yeah, so 3:32 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which for me, that would be 12:32 Pacific Standard Time.
What the hell are you doing?
Entering the jump point perimeter. I'm gonna get you some readings.
So the trailer opens on a new space station called the Saber, S-A-B-E-R, not the lost Dunder Mifflin Sabre, but Saber. This is space.
Not the lost Dunder Mifflin Saber. That's funny.
On the peak in Marvel Comics, it's a space station for SWORD in Earth's orbit to protect Earth from cosmic and extraterrestrial threats. I wonder if SABER might stand for something like Security Agency, Border, and Extraterrestrial Response. I don't know. It's gonna be some version of that. I'm guessing SWORD launched this after the Celestial Arishem showed up in Eternals, you know, scared the hell out of everyone. And when Tiamat popped out of the Indian Ocean, but, you know, looking at the globe there, it doesn't look like there's any sign of him from space. Because, you know, that little stratosphere popper definitely would show up if they were facing that side of the planet.
That's facts. That's facts. How I don't understand how. See, the Eternals was not my favorite Marvel movie. I feel like Eternals is one of the worst. And why in the world? So this happened, right? This happened. Where the fuck is it now? Where is it? It happened in Eternals. Okay, it's a terrestrial being who's huge, fucking gigantic. Where is it? Makes no sense.
Now the coordinates are actually in military time, so 3:23 and 12 seconds in Earth EST.
3:23 and 12 seconds? Don't you mean 3:32 and 12 seconds?
Establishes it as Earth's Eastern Time, and the array of numbers and letters are actually Earth's coordinates.
CO53.4 FR 45887 plus 125 X-47. Okay.
that were referenced in Captain Marvel when this is called Terra.
And Monica Rambeau, she's perfect. She's everything. I'm kind of dressed like her. I look like her. We're the same person. Whatever. Monica Rambeau is the daughter of Maria Rambeau, if you guys remember.
Yeah.
The call sign Photon. Carol Danvers' pilot friend in the 2019 Captain.
That's where she got Photon from. I've been wondering. I totally forget where she got Photon from. I'm not huge into the Marvels. I know a little bit, but I don't know much. But I was trying to remember where she got Photon from, and I think it was because it was her mom. Like they said, it's not that I think. Like they said, calling card was Photon. Okay.
Maria Rambeau, if you guys remember. The call sign Photon. Carol Danvers' pilot friend in the 2019 Captain Marvel film. In WandaVision, though, adult Monica, played by Tiana Paris, returned from the blip to find Maria had died from cancer. Monica returned to S.W.O.R.D., where her mom was the former director and dealt with Wanda Maximoff's Westview crisis that resulted in her getting irradiated by the cosmic radiation of Wanda's hex. Though it was implied that Monica had already been irradiated and she had some bitterness with Carol, WandaVision ended with Monica getting recruited by a Skrull to join Nick Fury, who, when we last saw him, was hanging out with the Skrulls on a different space station in the post-credit scene of Spider-Man Far From Home. We'll see how all of this ties in with the Skrull-spiracy of the Secret Invasion.
Yeah, that is coming sooner before this the Marvels film. So
Yes, that's what I know. Secret Invasion comes out June. The Marvels comes out November. I said in my Secret Invasion trailer reaction and New Rockstars breakdown that I was nervous that Nick Fury was gonna die, and then I saw this trailer and he was alive. So I don't know where the timeline fits, if this is before Secret Invasion or after. I have no idea.
there's a lot to learn there. Nick Fury seems to be overseeing Monica's astronaut program on Saber as Monica investigates this nearby jump point. If you look closely, you can see the hexagonal wormhole grid. This is the UNTN, Universal Neural Teleportation Network. That's the MCU's galactic transportation system. It's created by James Gunn for Guardians Volume 2 and later shown in Captain Marvel and Avengers Endgame and Guardians Holiday Special and Guardians Volume 3 upcoming. The trailer uses the Beastie Boys Intergalactic. It's a perfect track for the cosmic crisis these women find themselves in. But in this opening section, all we really hear of it are these detached synthy, these shrieks. Take a listen. I think it works as kind of a warning siren, or maybe like a yelp that punctuates each time these poor women get thrown out of place as a result of their entanglement. It's so fun.
I love it. I love
That is interesting.
it. I love it. Oh God, I love it. Okay, one more clip.
Hello? Hello?
Captain Rambo?
Monica floats up to the barrier of the hexagonal wormhole. The scale is insane, but you can see the massive bend of the corner of the hexagon and its other side. It's blue and glitching a bit, like it's malfunctioning. Also, you know she's doing this rogue because A, Nick Fury is concerned that she's doing this, and B, she's not attached to the space station. Does the jump point have a gravitational pull, or did she just push off of something? Regardless, as Monica gets closer to the jump perimeter, her connection with Nick begins to static, eventually losing each other altogether. All this to say that we can lose communication easily when approaching the UNTN, which matters more now than ever because we're getting into Secret Invasion, which deals with the grounded events and cosmic ones. So we're just
See, and you don't understand. This shit's about to be powerful, bro. This shit's about to be powerful. What was it called again?
each other altogether. All this to say that we can lose communication easily when approaching the UNTN, which
UNTN. UNTN. Okay. Yeah, this is about to be dangerous.
matters more now than ever because we're getting into Secret Invasion, which deals with the grounded events and cosmic ones. So we're just gonna be losing touch with people in space all the time.
This is
That's facts.
Our brave new world. Now, what's really going on here? Well, in the Ms. Marvel series, Kamala Khan finds this bangle that belonged to her great-grandmother, who is a being from the Nor dimension, Nor meaning light. And that was found in a cave on Earth with markings of the 10 rings. The bangle was actually on a shriveled blue hand, blue often being the color of many of the Kree, and we wondered at that time if the bangles and thus the 10 rings could come from ancient Kree technology. And perhaps the beacon in the 10 rings in the Shang-Chi post-credit scene was summoning these Kree to Earth right now to claim these relics. And in this film's
Interesting.
trailer, a second bangle appears on the arm of the villain, Zawe Ashton, who's definitely playing a Kree accuser, believed to be the Kree general from the comics named Dar Ben. And you may remember Ronan the Accuser from Guardians Volume 1 and Captain Marvel. He was a member of this dynasty of extremist zealots within the Kree Empire called Accusers. Ronan died in Guardians Volume 1, and now it appears that Zawe Ashton is playing his successor. She carries a Cosmi rod, just like the one Roman had. These are universal weapons that all the Accusers carry.
But also in Ms. Marvel's, Kamala Khan used the bangle to create rifts in space-time, a gate to the Nor Dimension, aka the Veil, as well as a portal back in time to save her own grandmother. So these rifts in space-time may have caused a disturbance to the cosmic radiation that fuels the UNTN. There's so many theories. As Monica approaches...
Yeah, obviously we don't know 100%, but Kamala Khan opening that shit. Dangerous, man. Dangerous. You enjoying this backpack? Yeah, he's just chilling, bro. We along for the ride. We had a big day today, so yeah, we ready. We ready.
Is the jump point.
Why did I just say we like 800 times?
Her spacesuit sleeve begins to phase shift into a new wardrobe sleeve with her bare band, showing that the quantum entanglement has just begun.
Yeah, and the close above her hand shows vibrant teal and fuchsia cosmic radiation coursing through her fingers, looking exactly like Monica in her spacesuit, pushing through Wanda's hex wall in WandaVision episode 7. Now, we have joked before about the idea of every hexagon in the MCU being connected, but just aren't these connected right now? Like, they are two hexes fueled by neural cosmic radiation that distort space-time. I mean, it doesn't sound that crazy.
It doesn't.
It just seems like between Wanda's hex and WandaVision and Monica pushing through it and what Kamala did with the bangle and Ms. Marvel, all of these have overloaded cosmic radiation throughout the MCU to break the UNTN right here, and resulting in these three individuals linked to this cosmic radiation becoming entangled like this. Handcuffed.
Yeah, they all have powers, you know, of radiation coming from this time and space, UNTN, you know, man.
Together in a Freaky Friday scenario. Kamala has swapped into Monica's place, Monica swaps into Carol's place, and Carol has swapped into Kamala's place in her bedroom in that Ms. Marvel post-credit scene that we learned that Nia DaCosta also shot. And a little Easter egg back on the saber here. On Nick Fury's desk is the pager that Carol Danvers gave him in Captain Marvel that he used to summon her in the Infinity War post-credit scene.
We love how Kamala is clearly too short to fit into this astronaut suit, and she reaches up her head into the helmet to see Nick Fury, who to her is a celebrity, which people know who he is.
Yeah, he's Samuel L. Jackson. Who doesn't?
This is a bit surprising, okay, because Fury is a more secretive figure, but maybe he came up in Scott Lang's podcast or his memoir. Either way, Kamala is a huge Avengers super fan, so she would know who he is. Her immediate assumption is that this is all a test to join the Avengers. She's been waiting for the call. And also a fun detail, Kamala's enthusiastic tapping on the window glass is what sends her back out to space due to Newton's third law. Monica lands...
Yeah, I mean... it's pretty self-explanatory if you know science.
Where presumably Carol Danvers recently was at the moment of the switch. She lands on the lunar surface through what looks like a broken purple hexagonal wormhole, one permanently stuck open.
Yeah, and Monica hits the surface wearing a dark uniform with red or orange lining to it. I'm not sure what this is or if or why Carol would be wearing it in the situation she was pulled from, but Monica seems to still have this plastic cord loop hanging from her hip, looking a lot like that cord that was on the side of the Saber spacesuit. But either way, she gets rushed by these soldiers in tall helmets. We're not really sure how any of these people can breathe on a moon with no atmosphere, but either way, their helmets look like the tall angled ones worn by the Kree soldiers in Captain Marvel and those warriors in Miss Minutes animated TVA video in Loki episode 1. Those really could have been Kree soldiers in that past war. Monica teleports away, but the trailer editing makes it look like it's synced with Carol's arrival in Kamala's room, but we think that's deceptive because many of the swaps in this trailer actually seem to be pulling from different moments and different exchanges.
Facts.
Yes, and also Carol appears in Kamala's room, and it's the exact same post-credit scene we saw at the finale for Ms. Marvel, but we do get some different angles of Kamala's room though. Yes, we got a ton of Captain Marvel merch. We see Einstein's theory of relativity exploring the force of gravity in space and time, which is a direct shout out to this entire film. They're all in space. We see her Sloth for her personal YouTube channel, Sloth Baby Productions. We know that Kamala attended AvengerCon and Ms. Marvel. She clearly loves conventions just like me. She has different badges for different cons. One is Cape Con, that's the one in the front. The yellow badge in the back resembles the Jersey Con poster at the top. We have a Captain America shield lanyard and Iron Man yellow lanyard. She is just a little nerd. She's just a little nerd like the rest of us. Come back on the channel. Come back on the channel, Iman Vellani. This section opens with the
Iman Vellani, that was her name. I was trying to remember her name.
opening line of the Beastie Boys Intergalactic. Well, now don't you tell me to smile. Which is don't ever interrupt me like that.
I yelled smile at you. I'm so sorry.
Which which ties into this, which is really just perfect for 3 female superheroes learning to put their frustrations aside and just get the job done. You guys can do it. Intergalactic is the perfect song for this trailer, not just for the obvious title, but the Beastie Boys are a trio who all rap in sync with each other and all shout the final rhyming word together at the same exact time. They sound angry, but they're also just having a blast in their very...
Yeah, that's true. Beastie Boys has 3 members. Marvel's has 3 members. I see the connection.
Fun. There are improv games that use this song to teach performers to be quick on their feet and set each other up. We do it all the time, me and Eric. Similarly, this trio of women have to figure out how to do this exact same thing to share the light.
Yes, and we see the Marvel Studios title card. The one updated for Phase 4 includes Jane Foster from Thor: Love and Thunder, She-Hulk, Moon Knight. Wanda moved to the island of the R, as was the case for WandaVision. But instead of Marvel Studios, it's reversed. Studios Marvel. It only corrects when the purple cosmic radiation teleports into space. Almost as if it's saying things are only right when we go intergalactic. Sorry, I hate myself. Now, we see Manhattan from the perspective of Kamala Khan's home neighborhood of Jersey City. And, you know, I could be wrong here, but towards the left, behind and to the left of the Empire State Building, that might be Avengers Tower. It's been a while since I've been in New York. I don't know the skyline exactly. You New Yorkers are gonna call me out. You always do that. So it might not be Avengers Tower, but either way, Marvel seems to have stopped bothering putting Avengers Tower in their skyline. A lot of these things, if they do include it in this movie, it could be a good place to replace that A with QENG, as was the case on that pruned variant of the tower in the TVA Void, to establish the new owner of the tower as the Kang variant of Mr. Griffin, who we were pretty sure showed up in the Quantumania post-credit scene. And the Khan home front door opens to the full family, returning from the Miss Marvel series: Mohan Kapoor as Yusuf Khan, Zenobia Shroff as Muniba Khan, and Sagar Sheikh as Kamala's brother Amir. There are also 2 men gagged and chained up in their living.
I noticed that. Y'all saw my trailer. I noticed that. I was like, what the fuck is happening here?
room. And Monica, you'll see, is wearing that white Saber cadet jacket, and the other's wearing the Saber space station, which seems to be a stepping stone for the outfit she'll be suiting up into later. Its diagonal lines from the shoulders reflect Photon's limitless suit design. And by the way, we assume that she'll go by Photon and not Spectrum, as Photon was her mother's call sign. And in Miss Marvel, Kamala and Bruno complete her cosplay with, in their words, a capital P, Photon gloves that light up.
Oh, damn, that's how she's gonna get her name, is from Kamala. And her mom. I love this. Keep it going.
I'm a big fan of being my best self and beyond. I also like going to have award-winning Birdie as biology tested up your, which is great. Acne, restricted skin. You need geology off your personal steel that is out hair and body product of your choice when you add it to your trial. Click the link in this. Get started.
Kamala thinks this is all about her Avengers initiation, and her first instinct is to ask, did I get in? She doesn't yet know that being an Avenger isn't just a status. It's a crappy responsibility that falls in one's lap as a result of a crisis. On to
They ain't wrong.
the next section.
Okay, so our powers are entangled. I can manipulate light energy. And you, I can totally show you.
See, that's interesting.
I'm not again. Hi. Where's our daughter? Wherever you were.
Monica explains to the Khan family what's going on in their wrecked living room. It looks like the 2 tied up men are gone, and Kamala has now changed into a flannel with a shirt showing Captain Marvel comic book covers. The t-shirt is showcasing Captain Marvel issue number 18, which me, Jessica Clemens, could not find that matches the same cover. But issue number 18 of 2019's issue of Captain Marvel, she wields the Cosmic Rod, which we may see later during the fight scene at the end of the trailer. So I think that's just a reference to that.
And Kamala holds a digital dossier of herself with the same file photo of actress Iman Vellani that went around when she was announced as Kamala Khan. I love that they put that in there. Also, you'll notice there's a rolling pin in the rubble on the floor there, making us wonder if those Kree soldiers could have been brought down in part by Muniba just clubbing them with it. So Monica Rambeau's eyes glow purple now, which is interesting because in WandaVision episode 7, we saw that they were glowing.
Yeah, I noticed that too. After I watched the trailer, I was like, I watched it again, and her eyes were blue in WandaVision.
Blue. And here she phase shifts so that the Kree soldier, who has apparently broken loose in all of this madness, cannot jab her. He just jabs through her. And we saw her do this in WandaVision when she absorbed those bullets that Hayward shot at the boys. Now, sitting at Fury and Monica's feet, you'll notice in the scene, is Goose the Flurkin.
It is Goose. I was right. Cute Goose.
Returning from the 2019 Captain Marvel film, this is a cat-like alien that can devour huge things and store them inside of its body via a pocket reality. Now, Goose was named after Maverick's wingman in Top Gun. It was changed from the Flurkin's name in the comics, which was Chewie.
Kamala demonstrates her powers. She can cast hard light to embiggen parts of her body, create shields and platforms for her to lily pad across. She can do this in part because of the bangle, but also thanks to her great-grandmother coming from the Nor dimension, and the finale of Miss Marvel established her as a mutant. So she has a million powers. This was a retcon of the Kamala's status as an Inhuman in the comics, but the comics creator G. Willow Wilson confirmed that she originally intended on making Kamala a mutant, but Marvel Comics in the early 2010s didn't want to launch mutant characters since Fox then had the film rights to the X-Men. As it goes.
Yeah, thanks, Perlmutter.
Kamala swaps with Carol, who is mid-flight. Carol is frustrated because you never know when it's gonna happen, but this is in a way the best thing for her character because otherwise she'd be powerful enough to do anything by herself. This forces her to learn how to cooperate and work in a trio, kind of like the Three Peters did in No Way Home.
That's facts. Now, I love the Three Peters in No Way Home. No Way Home's one of my favorite movies in Marvel. Probably my favorite movie right now. But she's right. Carol Danvers is one of the most powerful, if not the most powerful hero in all of Marvel. So her having to rely on somebody and something, that's going to be different.
All right, let's move on to the next part. Okay, so the editing here makes it seem like Kamala went straight from the living room to this quarter of the ship, but now notice she's wearing her Ms. Marvel suit and Goose is with her, which doesn't really make sense because Goose isn't entangled. So I think this is another example of the trailer's tricky editing. Since Carol was flying, Kamala actually swapped in to be in the middle of the air, falling to her death.
That was Kamala.
Which we see later in the trailer when Monica swoops in to save her. So this scene comes during a different part of the film, and Goose devours 2 Kree soldiers, and Iman's reaction is so good. Oh my God! And yeah, another soldier runs up behind them, and we gotta assume Goose is gonna eat him too. Nom 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 nom. Okay, here we go.
Goose is just gonna be eating everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Go intergalactic. A ship buzzes past an asteroid belt or a ring of this green-colored planet, and Carol and Monica look completely comfortable, but Kamala totally freaked. Now, we assume this is Carol's ship, even though she wouldn't need one, you would think, but she actually does. We'll talk about why later in the trailer, but notice this. I love this. Monica is wearing the 9-inch nail shirt, the NIN shirt, that Carol wore in 1995 in the previous movie. It's kind of like a Ragnarok where Thor and Banner were on the Quinjet and Banner wore Tony's clothes, and they're moving on to this new location of the MCU. They actually filmed this in Tropea, Italy, on the east coast of the Tyrrhenian Sea. Finally, the MCU has crossed over with White Lotus, and we are here for it. But the town doesn't always look like this. They've added via VFX these landing pads and a curved pointed building on the right, which kind of feels like Kree architecture, maybe another part of Hala or one of their colonies. But since Park Seo-yoon's character has been named Prince Yan, this could be Aladna, a planet visited only briefly in Captain Marvel #9 from 2014. This planet's pretty interesting because every person speaks in rhymes. Yeah.
That'd be interesting. That would be interesting.
Those Beastie Boys are coming back this time.
Smile!
Now I know how it feels. And what's interesting here is before Prince Yan becomes king of this planet, men have no freedom of choice on this planet.
In our state, women are born with the right to select their mate. The choice, it's named as if it were a thing. She may forfeit it if she wishes, as Lily did. She was a kid. She wasn't aware. I didn't say it was right or fair. Rhymes. A man's choice is not his own, not even when he's grown. His parents can choose for him, give his choice, or even sell it on whim. That's terrible, but repairable. The first thing I'll change once I'm king. Bars.
And women choose their mates. Ha ha.
I gotta go. We get our first shot of Monica in her black and white classic photon suit, and she looks great.
Yeah, I agree.
Like the star worn on Maria Rambeau's Captain Marvel suit in the 838 universe, Monica's emblem is more of a shooting star or a comet. And part of the Saber station, Kamala uses her Nora light to defend against an attacking Kree soldier while Nick Fury scrambles for cover. Though the scenes are hard to
Nick, why aren't you shooting back, bro?
follow in the trailer, Kamala was in her suit when she swapped with Monica, so this scene could be right after she just met Nick Fury. Immediately the ship was under attack. It could be that the Kree has the signal to the bangle. There's a
That's facts.
vibrant dance in the streets of this new planet, and I am going to be there soon. Carol tries to mask herself under some insane jellyfish headgear while Monica and Kamala walk behind her. In the wider overhead shot, Carol has lost the hat, but Kamala is just letting loose, baby. Kamala's just letting loose, baby. She's there to join in on the dance. dance, just like Shiv at Kendall's 40.
Now, if this is Aladdin, we could be looking at a courtship ritual where women roam around to take their picks at the available men, which could explain why Kamala has no reservations about going full out like this. Now, back on the space station, Fury shouts to the other Saber cadets, shields up, likely prepping for the Kree attack that they're coming under, but there is some wordplay here because sword is, in essence, what happens when shield goes up.
Ooh.
I hate myself, but cheering me up is a whole litter of Flurkin running down the stairs, and we know it's Saber because of those 6-beamed windows and the central spire structure in the distant background, but think about it, a whole legion of Flurkin is really all you need to defend a planet, and then
He's not wrong, and I can't wait to see all of them eat everybody.
in Aladdin, Ashton's character marches in with her Cosme Rod, again, just like the one Ronan had, but these are considered sacred universal weapons that all Kree accusers wield, and behind her, interestingly, is another Kree accuser zealot with headgear very similar to Ronan's, but she looks like a priestess. So it seems like their mission will be to follow in Ronan's footsteps to cleanse, to purify what they believe are the Kree Empire, but perhaps under a matriarchal power hierarchy. And on to the final part.
We're a team.
Oh, no, we're not a team.
We're not a team.
Our three Marvels team up. Monica out front, Carol on the left, and what looks like a new suit carrying a staff? Hard to tell, but Carol may
Yeah, it did look like a new suit.
be using Ashton's Cosme Rod in this 3-on-1 fight scene, or a broken version of it. The three now confidently use that entanglement to their advantage. Ashton's character blasts Kamala with her bangle. Kamala raises her shield, but it disintegrates as she swaps into a Marvel who doesn't have the power. Monica, who uses her photon powers to blast Ashton. Ashton blocks the blast, and Kamala, now behind her, hits her with the Embiggen fist. Bam! Bam, bam, bam. Embiggen, smile!
Now, a question he might have is, why doesn't Carol just go binary and end this? Well, maybe her entanglement leaves her power down in this movie, which is
That could be another interesting thing because, like I said, she's fucking powerful as hell.
why she would need to manually pilot a ship instead of flying around independently in space. This would kind of be the classic second movie in the superhero trilogy structure, at least the best of them, like Raimi's Spider-Man 2 or Captain America Winter Soldier, where the hero
Facts. He said the best of them. Winter Soldier was the best one of the Captain Americas, other than Captain America Civil War. I don't feel like Civil War was necessarily a Cap movie. Civil War was an Avengers movie, in my opinion, but Winter Soldier was dope. Spider-Man 2 is my favorite one, so
loses their powers or their status a bit and gets forced out of their comfort zone, and it forces them to prove to us what heroism really looks like. And after Carol and Monica insist that they aren't a team, the final title card suggests otherwise, combining all three of their insignia, Monica's emblem of the A, Kamala's swish of the S, and the text of Marvel with the same lens flare from the 2019 Captain Marvel title. This trailer was fun. I'm excited for this movie.
I also just realized, yeah, maybe she's not, she's flying the ship because she keeps getting traded in the air with someone that can't fly with Kamala.
Oh, right.
So it's
just
like to be
keep them from
safe.
suffocating.
Yeah, just in case, we'll just appear in the ship again. We won't appear in the middle of space.
I mean, it's a smart idea.
We will all stay in an oxygenated, pressurized container. We're not gonna risk it. Just immediately their heads pop when they go out to space or cave in and freeze and die.
I wonder, that scene has to happen, and they're probably they're like, look, you're not gonna die in space on us. That's insane.
I mean, I think that's why Kamala Khan's so freaked out in that chair, like, please don't swap, please don't swap.
No one used their powers. No one move. Nobody move.
So thank you for watching this. Be sure to subscribe to our new channel, The Deep Dive. You can watch my live stream discussion about this trailer where I didn't catch a lot of this stuff because I was very tired. You can support our growing network by grabbing something from our merch store, nerdriot.shop. I got something from the Deep Dive collection, but we got a ton of great stuff, especially for the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 movie coming out. Oh yeah, the Does He Know Me mug. I think my favorite thing you can get on the shop. You can subscribe to New Rockstars here on YouTube on all social platforms. You can follow us on social media at Lulu_Clemens, at EA Voss. Thank you for watching, and don't.
Hell yeah. Thank you guys. I'm glad we had a double, a two people there, man. It was good explaining. I'm excited for the fucking movie. If y'all are excited, don't forget to leave a thumbs up. I'm trying to see everybody fucking excited for this movie. And if y'all enjoyed, comment down below what you enjoyed about the video. And I'll see y'all next time. Always strong. Let's go.